Good evening. Developments in the news today. The President and Congress have authorized the use of female astronauts. The space program must recruit at least one female in the next astronaut group. And that's the news. I'm Carter Wolfright.
Oh wow, this is unexpected. We can recruit females. Oh my! You can go an entire game without the President authorizing female astronauts. The only real thing special about them is you get bonus prestige for having the first woman in space. And CIA has something for us, so let's check the Pentagon. And they're gonna try landing a lunar probe. Oh my! That's bold. But that's not gonna be our mission. Our mission is first going to be recruiting some astronauts. Indeed. So now it's time to talk about skills of each astronaut. Capsule pilot, being more like the commander of the mission. And LM, lunar module. EVA specialty, docking specialty, and endurance. But for right now, the single man, we want somebody with good capsule piloting. And the endurance is always nice. You know, so stats are slashed out. That means they're hidden. No, actually they're not. You can look them up and if you customize your people. Slayton's cool too. But those stats will increase as they go through training. And those people in blue, those are our female astronauts, who are actually pretty good. And I have to recruit 7. Those are our 7 people. Grissom, Slayton, Kinkole, Walker, Earl, Kegel, and Cobb. And we'll see how those 7 do. As we have new buildings, the astronaut complex and basic training. Right now they're going through basic training 1, which means their stats are pretty darn low. You see those negatives? Yeah. It's not a huge effect on your safety factor, but still, I'd rather have a +3 than a -2. And there's no hardware over there, so quit working, Crane. Ahem. Now, where was I? We no longer need to explore a satellite. We could go into the Ranger satellite program and check out nearby planets or the moon. But for right now, I want to increase the safety of the Mercury capsule. And I think I'll start the EVA program. Purchasing suits. Yes. Unit cost 0. That means they're free. But I don't want them exploding in their suits. So I gotta research it. I gotta research everything. Increase that safety factor, or it's not so red anymore. And we can't do anything with our astronauts right now. I don't want to pull them out of basics training yet.
Good evening. Developments in the news today. The space program announced today that it has managed to recruit a top scientist from a major corporation. Research and development will improve from this development. And that's the news. I'm Carter Wolfright.
Oh my, I'm getting lucky on the R&D stuff. And you notice, since they're going through basic training, they can also get advanced training in their stats. Each of their 5 stats. To be honest, it's not worth it. Because it costs you an additional 3 megabytes per astronaut to do that. And just in case they get injured, we have a hospital for them. That's some morbid music. But don't worry, they're more likely to die than get injured. I sounded so happy when I said that. What is wrong with me? Also, I'm run by a docking module. Now notice with this thing, you can't research it. It's the only piece of equipment you can't research. The only way to increase the safety factor is to actually try it out. So you want to work on that often as possible. Also want to work on these EVA suits often as possible. And I should work on that Gemini as well, since I do have boosted R&D this month. And I'll leave it at that. And notice we also have, if I have not mentioned before, the capsule programs. I have to get astronauts in there first. So let's pull some people out of basic training. I know that sounded wrong, but I want to get people into space, because this is a race after all. I'll pull the 2 women out of space. And Slayton and Walker. The rest of you can increase your stats. And now in the astronaut complex, you can find out how happy they are. Indeed. So I'm going to transfer them to the Mercury program. And once in the Mercury program, I assign them to their flight crews. Crews 3 and 4 will have the females. I think I'll send the females up into space. Get me huge prestige points. And you can look by each of their buttons up here, whether or not you want to go with a manned mission or non-manned mission. Or docking, no docking, EVA, no EVA, lunar module, no lunar module, and types of rockets. Oh, by the way, that's moon up there. I know that doesn't make any sense. Besides the main objective, landing people on the moon, you can increase your prestige by sending satellites past your various planets, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, etc. But that really doesn't help your overall mission. So I'm going to try something a little bit risky. A manned orbital docking EVA. That's a lot of steps, Magma. Seriously. But even with a partial failure, say the docking doesn't work, I'll be alright. If the EVA suit doesn't work, that might be a problem. But as long as I can exit safely and enter the Earth back safely, I'll be alright. And it wants me to do it with the Gemini, that's right. Gemini is not fully prepared for all those activities, because I need 2 people to do it. My Atlas rocket is not going to cut it. So we'll just go with a manned Earth orbital EVA. There we go. Now I can send Mercury. And my 2 crews. Primary and the backup, just in case something happens to the primary. Like I say, even astronauts get colds. Seriously. And let me catch up on some R&D here real quick. Let's see if I can get anything to help me. I should work on the modules. Yes, the lunar modules. The US gets two different types here, Eagle and Cricket. Cricket's more expensive, but it weighs less. Seriously. That's a lot of weight for a module. I think I'm going to wait for the Cricket model. And when we come back, I'll be sure to end my turn. And hopefully the Soviets won't do anything they shouldn't. Like try to race me into space.